The result of Explore part with its two steps is the starting point of the journey through generate phase of the activity process. As you can see in our process, it is the center. Goal means both the defined opportunity as the explore result and the starting point of generate. So, what does generate means? And why it follows the explore phase? What are the main steps? To understand generate, we need to highlight that this phase combines idea, the divergent step, and prototype, the convergent one. Divergence and convergence are what make ideas and visions possible. This phase aims to generate and prototype innovative ideas or solutions about the problem or challenge identified during Explore. The conceptual design begins when the issues have been analyzed and opportunities defined. The idea generation phase usually starts with a creative session managed by the team according to the defined opportunities. This activity is supported by different tools to stimulate creativity and generate suitable solutions in line with the given context and objective. The tools used during this phase are aimed at generating, visualizing and selecting ideas and prototyping. Within the idea step, it's fundamental to adopt an ideational thinking style that allows to flow from idea to idea, leading towards the production of a novel and original mental pattern in form of images and thoughts that respond and satisfies the initial challenge. In this lecture, we are going to explain therefore the first step of generate, idea. As you may have guessed, idea is the time for action. Starting from the challenge identified, this process phase focuses on generating lots of ideas that could potentially turn into concrete solutions. In this step, your aim is not immediately come up with a single good idea, but instead to generate as many ideas as possible using brainstorming and idea generation techniques. This activity has twofold value: aiding the team in generating ideas and identifying which of these ideas are most interesting and hold the most potential. During the session, you have to capture, cluster, and select and implement the ideas using specific tools. Idea provides the starting material to produce prototypes and obtain innovative solutions. The team participating into the creative session is crucial to achieve positive outcome. If your team has experts in multiple fields, there is a greater potential for generating ideas that encapsulate many different perspectives. According to the project's objectives, co-design sessions involving users, experts in the fields, and or the client are both possible and highly effective. Remember, like the others, this phase is not always carried out sequentially. The projects may go back to clarify goals and define opportunities more than once to allow the team to refine their ideas and explore a new direction. To face idea, you have to organize a creative session using brainstorming techniques to stimulate creativity and come up with as many ideas as possible in a free and not judgmental way. Afterwards, the ideas generated are clustered into affinity groups, evaluated according to the feasibility and originality criteria, and then selected in order to converge into a single strong concept to be worked on for the rest of the process. To do this, there are some key points to follow. Present the challenge. Make the challenge you will be brainstorming about visible, so everyone can see it. Make sure that everyone is sharing the same vision and that all the questions about the meaning of the challenge are answered. Brainstorm. Start by reading the brainstorming rules and make sure everybody agrees on them. Brainstorming is a very powerful method for eliciting a great number of ideas within a short time span. Through it, the team moves to a generative mindset to reach the goal without any kind of limitation. Remember, the fair judgment is the main principle of brainstorming, since every idea is potentially a good one in this phase. The creative solution that arises should not initially take an idea's viability or possible implication into account. You will consider all these aspects in later steps on the process. Inspire ideas. Every time the team is stuck or lack input, you can use brainstorming stimuli techniques. The brainstorming stimuli will bring some inputs into the session that could inspire the team to come up with new ideas. For example, the team could think with the select superheroes' minds or take inspiration from picture. Cluster the ideas. After having generated many ideas and exploring different alternatives, you have to converge all ideas into a single, strong and commonly approved one. The clusters are groups of ideas with strong connection to each other, creating more complex concepts. Once the clusters are formed, a title is given to each cluster and written down. Selected ideas. To select the most promising cluster, they have to be examined and evaluated according to feasibility and originality. Given the evidence shown by the evaluation, you are able to judge quickly whether ideas are immediately feasible or not, and whether they are highly innovative or not. Consequently, a single cluster of ideas is chosen. This concept is the one to build upon throughout the rest of the process. We want to help you get great results. That means generating a lot of ideas and selecting the best ones. Here are some tips that we have collected for you. Strive for quantity to achieve quality. It is important not to focus on the quality of each idea, but to strive for quantity to explore different possibilities and come up with unexpected solutions. Producing a more significant number of ideas means bringing out more opportunities for innovative solutions. Do not criticize others' ideas. All ideas should be welcomed, encouraged, and used as a starting point from which further ideas may be generated and developed. Generate unusual ideas, including things that may seem impossible but could inspire new ideas. It may be helpful to insert random cues not related to the topic during the session. Encourage all participants to listen to the others' ideas and share their own. When a creative session begins, there is not such things as an idea that is better than another, and ideas belong to everyone. It is essential to overcome the fear of being robbed of an idea and to feel free to build upon the ideas of others, perfecting them and enhancing their potential. To elicit idea generation during a creative session, it is useful not to employ a single method or technique, but rather to use different tools specifically designed to address distinctive aspects of the goal. Enjoy yourself. Having fun is essential in generating ideas. Within idea, you can use different methods, tools and techniques to create, imagine and freely generate ideas and select them, setting off from the established framework. In the activity toolkit, We have included 8 methods and tools to help teams through the process phase. Some simpler ones include brainstorming, brain sketching, killer sentences, photo boost, cluster and dots, and others advanced as ID activity card and provocation. However, our resources evolve continuously, such as methods and tools created by international design practitioners and researchers. Stay tuned! Last but not least, put what you have learned into practice to understand deeply. To help you in that, we have selected some tools that will guide you through this phase, empowering divergence and creative skills. Use them! Have a look at the resources we include in this week to learn more about this step and compare it with others' design thinking model.